If you're in Russia and Instagram isn't loading or YouTube suddenly won't connect, then it's not a technical glitch. Roskomnadzor is actively hunting down VPN users and cutting them off from the outside world. At the time of making this video, access has been restricted to 469 VPN services. But a few still fight back using advanced stealth technology, so today I'll show you which ones are still holding up. Obfuscation protocol sounds like boring spy movie jargon, but it's the reason your VPN connects or instantly dies. Russia's internet regulation monitors internet traffic in real time and analyzes how data moves across the network. If the traffic pattern matches the fingerprint of a VPN protocol, the system flags it and terminates the connection using deep packet inspection, or DPI. Think of it like a costume party with a guard at the door. Someone walks up wearing a huge sign that says, "I am a VPN." The guard spots it immediately and stops them in their tracks. And that's what happens to many VPN connections in Russia. The firewall recognizes the VPN signature and blocks it immediately. Now imagine that same person returning to the party in a perfect disguise. They look like normal HTTPS traffic, like someone casually browsing the web. Totally normal, nothing unusual. The guard checks them and lets them pass. That disguise is obfuscation. It changes how VPN traffic appears so it blends in with ordinary encrypted browsing. And in Russia, if your VPN does not wear that disguise, then it does not get through the door. It's really that simple. Now, before we go any further, I need to be completely honest. This is a cat and mouse game. No VPN works 100% of the time in Russia. Servers get blocked, protocols get identified, and restrictions can tighten without warning. What works this month may require different settings next month, and this is crucial. Download and install your VPN before entering Russia if you can. Many VPN websites are blocked inside Russia. Some apps have been removed from local app stores, and even payment methods can fail when you try to subscribe from within the country. So yeah, preparation matters here. So for this video, we didn't focus on streaming features or extra tools. The priority was censorship resistance. We looked for providers with reliable obfuscation systems, consistent user reports from inside Russia, manual protocol controls, dependable kill switches, and a track record of operating in heavily restricted environments such as China or Iran. And these are the VPNs that are still maintaining connections under Russia's current blocking measures. And what they all share is one key feature: stealth. Each service on this list uses obfuscation technology designed to disguise VPN traffic so it looks like normal encrypted web activity. That makes it harder for deep packet inspection systems to detect and block the connection. So let's start with Astrill. Astrill StealthVPN protocol is specifically engineered to evade deep packet inspection and has maintained functionality under aggressive national filtering systems for years. StealthVPN works by disguising VPN traffic so it closely resembles standard HTTPS communication. It modifies the connection handshake and adjusts packet characteristics that filtering systems typically rely on to identify VPN protocols. Instead of exposing recognizable OpenVPN patterns, the traffic is wrapped and transmitted in a way that blends in with ordinary secure traffic. Astrill also includes an alternative protocol called OpenVPN. This gives users another connection method if StealthVPN encounters any interference. Having multiple proprietary options increases the chances of staying connected when blocks are updated. They will be updated. Because Astrill has focused so heavily on censorship resistance as part of its core design, it has developed a reputation for maintaining access in restrictive networks where many mainstream VPNs tend to struggle. That being said, there are trade-offs. Astrill is one of the most expensive VPN services available, and the interface feels dated compared to more polished competitors. It also assumes that users are comfortable manually switching protocols if needed. However, when censorship resistance is the primary concern, Astrill remains one of the most reliable options currently available. Next up is ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is generally easier to use than Astrill and much more beginner-friendly. However, in heavily restricted networks, it can sometimes be less stable. The difference mainly comes down to how stealth connections are handled. Astrill relies on proprietary protocols built specifically for censorship-heavy environments, while ExpressVPN applies automatic obfuscation to its standard VPN protocols. One major advantage is that this obfuscation activates automatically. When the app detects network restrictions or VPN interference, it adjusts the connection behavior on its own without you having to do anything. The software handles protocol selection and traffic shaping in the background, which makes it much easier for beginners. ExpressVPN also uses its own protocol called Lightway, and compared to OpenVPN, it has a smaller codebase and a simpler connection process with fewer identifiable patterns. And that helps connections start quickly and can make traffic harder for filtering systems to fingerprint when obfuscation is active. In Russia, stability can vary depending on the server you choose. Some servers remain stable, while others may require switching if they become blocked. Some users also report better consistency when running ExpressVPN on a router, since all traffic passes through a single connection. Overall, ExpressVPN combines strong encryption, an independently audited no logs policy, automatic obfuscation, and a very simple interface. So for users who want a VPN that handles most of the technical adjustments automatically, it remains one of the easier options to use in restricted networks like Russia. Then there's PrivateVPN. PrivateVPN is relevant for users in Russia because it includes a dedicated stealth VPN mode. This feature is designed to disguise VPN traffic so it looks like regular HTTPS activity, which helps it pass through networks that use deep packet inspection to detect and block VPNs. When stealth mode is enabled, the VPN modifies the connection handshake and packet patterns that filtering systems typically look for. Instead of exposing recognizable OpenVPN signatures, the traffic is made to resemble ordinary encrypted web browsing. And in restrictive networks, that adjustment can determine whether a connection is blocked or allowed. PrivateVPN keeps that feature manual. You enable stealth mode directly in the app, which gives users clear control over when obfuscation is applied. One limitation is PrivateVPN's smaller server network. With fewer locations available, there are fewer fallback options if a specific server becomes blocked. That being said, for a lower cost service, PrivateVPN offers generally reliable connections under moderate blocking conditions. It's not as resilient as Astrill under sustained filtering, but it remains a practical option for users who want stealth capabilities without paying premium pricing. Now, there's one setting that you absolutely cannot ignore: the kill switch. Think of a VPN as a secure tunnel between your device and the internet. While that tunnel is active, your traffic passes through the VPN server and your real Russian IP address stays hidden. But if that tunnel drops, even for a moment, your traffic immediately falls back onto its normal internet connection. Your ISP can see your real IP address, and any site that you visit will see that Russian address instead of the VPN server. So a kill switch prevents this from happening. If the VPN disconnects unexpectedly, it blocks all internet traffic until the secure tunnel reconnects, so nothing leaves your device unprotected. And in restrictive environments, this setting is essential. In Astrill, you enable it by turning on App Guard or Network Lock in the privacy settings. In ExpressVPN, it's called Network Lock in general settings. And in PrivateVPN, you'll find the kill switch under Connection Guard. Turn this on as soon as you install the VPN. It's the simplest way to avoid accidental exposure if your connection drops. Okay, so to summarize, Astrill offers the strongest resistance to censorship, though it comes at a higher price. ExpressVPN is the easiest mainstream option to use in restricted networks because it automatically handles most of the stealth adjustments. PrivateVPN is a more affordable choice that still includes manual stealth controls. No VPN is guaranteed to work indefinitely in Russia. Blocking methods keep evolving and VPN providers constantly have to adapt. But at least at the time of recording this video in 2026, these are the services with the highest probability of maintaining reliable access in those restrictive areas. If you're planning to travel, set everything up before you arrive, install the VPN, log in to confirm your account works, and enable the kill switch so you're protected if your connection drops. As always, you'll find links to all of the VPNs that we mentioned down in the description box below. We keep those updated with the latest available deals, which can help you save some money and also help support this channel. We've also included all of the mirror links in case the main VPN websites are blocked in your region, so be sure to note those down as well. And of course, subscribe to vpnMentor for ongoing censorship testing and real-world VPN updates. But as always, thank you so much for watching, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next video.